Hey everybody, how are you doing? This is Dr. Luke, and today I am with
Eileen.
Eileen. And Eileen, who are you with?
I'm with Jackson.
Jackson. How's he doing today, do you think?
I think he's doing fine. He's doing well.
Okay. All right. So today we're going to work on some math together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But before we do that, tell me a little bit about yourself. Can you tell me something that you're good at or something you enjoy doing?
I enjoy, I guess, movies and entertainment mostly.
Uh-huh.
Like foreign movies,
Uh-huh.
Animated movies,
Okay.
different type of music.
Okay. Can you tell me your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Rise of the Guardians.
Rise of the Guardians?
It's a DreamWorks movie.
Okay.
So
Okay. I don't think I've
has
seen that one.
Chris Pine.
Okay. So that's one I should see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. All right. So you're gonna help me work on a math problem together, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Ready to go?
Yeah.
Here we go. Jackson, what do you think? He's silly, huh?
Well,
He was napping. Hey everybody, we're back. Say hello.
Hi.
Okay. So Eileen, today you're going to help me with a problem. It's an SAT problem from the College Board, and it's a multiple choice problem that does allow calculators.
Okay.
Okay. And can you help me by reading the problem out?
Yes. If the mean score of 8 players in a basketball game was 14.5 points. If the highest individual score is removed, the mean score of the remaining 7 players becomes 12 points. What's the highest score?
Great. And you don't have to do it yet, but it's a multiple choice problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break.
Yes.
And we're going to let everybody out there work on it,
Okay.
and then we'll come back together and work on it together.
Okay.
How does that sound?
Sounds A-okay.
Okay, so say bye to everybody, tell them to work on the problem.
Work hard.
All right, thank you. Everybody, welcome back. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Okay, so we had a chance to think about the problem. All right, and I want to ask you a question first, Eileen. So this word here, that word that says mean, do you know what that word stands for?
Basically, meaning average.
It's the same thing as average. And how do you find an average?
You just add all the numbers you have and divide it by how many numbers there are.
Yep,
Basically.
that's right. Add all the numbers up and then divide by however many numbers there are. Okay, so can you read for me the first sentence and explain what's going on?
The mean score of 8 players in a basketball game was 14.5 points.
Uh-huh.
So the average of all those players is 14.5.
Yep, how many players?
8.
Okay, and then what's the second situation?
If the highest individual score is removed, the mean of the remaining 7 players is 12. So without that 8th player, it's 12 points average.
Uh-huh, 12 points for how many players?
7.
7, okay, and what is the question asking?
What was the score that was missing from that 8th player?
Yep, the highest score,
Highest score
right?
from that 8th.
Okay, so did you have any idea on how you want to approach this?
Really
Okay,
confused.
it's a little tough.
So,
Okay, can I share with you an important trick? Okay, so the trick with averages problems or problems with mean is focus on the total of all the numbers together. Okay, So let's think about that first situation. How many players were there?
8.
8. And what was the average?
14.5.
14.5 is the average for those 8 players. So how would we find the total points for all those players?
Multiply 8 by 14.5.
Multiply 8 by 14.5, that's great. Okay, so do you want to write that down?
Okay. 14.5 times 8.
Okay. Yes. Oh, there you go. Okay. Great big decimal point. We're having trouble with decimal points earlier. We're having trouble writing them on the screen. But now we got it. 14.5 times 8 is going to give us a total number of points of how many players?
8.
8. Okay. So this is a calculated problem, so you can use your calculator now if you want.
Okay.
And tell me what you get.
14.5 times 8. 116.
116. Okay, so why don't we write that down?
Okay. 116.
Okay, so 116 is the total number of points of
8 players.
8 players. Okay, so the second sentence or second situation is
7 players getting 12-point average.
so 7 players having an average of 12 points. So the trick with averages or mean problems is
The total.
focus on the total.
Yes.
Okay, so how do I find the total of those 7 players?
The same process, just different numbers. So
Okay,
12 times the 7 players.
12 times the 7 players.
Yes.
Okay, so why don't you write that down
Okay.
so everyone can see it.
Okay.
Okay, and you can use your calculator if you want to find what that is.
Times 12, 84.
84. Okay, so why don't we write that down?
84.
Okay, so the 116 stands for
The whole points of the 8 players.
the total number of points of the 8 players, and the 84 is
The total numbers of the 7 players.
the total number of points of the 7 players. And the question is asking us,
What's the missing 8 players' highest score?
So how would we find that using this information?
You subtract the 116, no, 84 from the 116.
You subtract 84 from the 116. Now, why would we do that?
Because that's the 7 player. The 84 is from the 7 players, while the 8 is from the 116 is from the 8 players. So whatever is missing from the 2, from the 84 is the 8th player.
That's right. Okay,
High school.
so why don't you write down what the computation is that you would do?
Subtract 84.
Okay. And you can punch that in your calculator if you want.
Okay. 116 subtract 84. I got 32.
32. Okay. So what do you think from the answer choices?
Not A or B or D.
Okay.
So it's C.
C? Okay, why don't you circle the one you think is right? And you're absolutely correct.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
32.
32 for the 116 minus 84. So you're absolutely correct. The answer is C,
32.
which is 32. Good job. Okay, so do you think that's a good trick?
It helps.
Okay, it helps a lot. Okay, and the trick again was
Find the total.
find the total when you have an averages problem or a problem with mean. Often focusing on the total will give you clues that can then help you find the answer to what they're asking for. Okay? All right, so we're going to take another quick break, and then when we come back, you're going to get to visit again with
Jackson.
Jackson. All right, say bye to everybody.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we're back. And who are you with, Eileen?
Jackson.
You're back with Jackson. He missed us, didn't he?
Well, he was laying on the floor.
He's just looking out the window. I think he's very relaxed. Okay, so how did you think that went today?
It taught me a new trick. I really liked learning the new process, especially with the tests coming up. So.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So you have a big test coming up. There are a lot of other students out there that have a big test coming up, and they might be nervous, and you might be nervous. So can you give some advice
Yeah.
to all the other students out there who are also studying for big important tests? What would you like to say to them to encourage them or help them feel better about how to prepare or be ready or do their best?
First of all, I think it's best to study at least every day, I mean, even if it's for like a couple minutes. I think it's best just to like review something really quickly. Also, I think it's best to always get a good night's sleep. It doesn't have to be a full 8 hours, but at least like 5 hours is I feel like best for most people. Eat in the morning before the test. You don't want to be starving during the test.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you're nervous, try like talking yourself down, thinking, okay, it's fine as long as I at least get through this, and it'll come out really well.
Okay.
During tests, I freak out about time, and
Yeah.
I like have to slow myself down.
Yeah, that's
Just
good.
calm down, and it actually goes better. So
Okay, so
Recommend
those are all really good pieces of advice. I think if someone followed all those things, they'd be in pretty good shape, right? Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
All right, so any last words to everyone? You want to say goodbye?
bye-bye.
Bye. You want to say bye for Jackson?
Bye-bye.
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 Jackson.
Just
He is-
gazing out the window.
He's gazing out the window. I think because it's so
Stargazing.
sunny, maybe?
It
I don't.
is.
Why do you think he's gazing out the window? He's just so happy just looking out the window.
I don't know, maybe the car's passing by.
Cars passing by. I think also you're petting him really well, so he's very relaxed. All right, let's say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for your help, Eileen.
No problem.